I thought you were good, man. What the fuck? What's up, everyone? This is Slipwreck, and we are about to watch 1994's The Shawshank Redemption. Before anything else, if you haven't already, please subscribe because that really helps the channel grow. If you've already subscribed, thank you. Okay, The Shawshank Redemption. I know this movie is a popular one and a lot of people like it. I've heard of it over the years, but I don't think I've ever seen a single clip from this movie, except there was a sitcom back in, I think, 2007, 2008 that was called Cougar Town, and a character there reenacted a scene from this movie. There was water and I think he was in a tunnel. I have a feeling that that might have been a slight spoiler, but I don't know the context of it. I don't really remember fully the scene because that was over a decade ago. I just knew then that it was from The Shawshank Redemption. I know Morgan Freeman is in this movie. I don't know who else. I think Matt Damon. I don't know, maybe that's the wrong movie. But yeah, without further ado, let's check out The Shawshank Redemption. And also, I have a bit of a headache, so I have my inhaler. Castle Rock Entertainment. I've not seen that in a long time. Oh, Tim Robbins. Maybe it's not Matt Damon. I don't think I'm familiar with Tim Robbins. Is he getting a gun? Is this Tim Robbins? I don't even know what he looks like.
Mr. Dufresne, describe the confrontation you had with your wife.
It was very bitter. She said she was glad I knew, that she hated all the sneaking around, and she wanted a divorce in Reno.
I'll see you in hell before I see you in Reno. Those were the words you used, Mr. Dufresne.
I really don't remember. I was upset.
Glenn Quentin, the man you had recently discovered was your wife's lover.
Drove to his house to confront them. Waited. Mostly I wanted to scare them.
When they arrived, you went up to the house and murdered them.
Is this guy also in The Green Mile and The Walking Dead?
Back in the car and I drove home to sleep it off. I threw my gun into the Royal River. I feel I've been very clear on this point.
The cleaning woman finds your wife in bed with her lover riddled with .38 caliber bullets.
But how many shots? There's only so much that could fit in a revolver.
The police dragged that river for 3 days and nary a gun was found.
Since I am innocent of this crime, sir, I find it decidedly inconvenient that the gun was never found.
So he was wrongly accused? Maybe it's
Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard all the evidence. You know all the facts.
the other guy's wife.
A revolver holds 6 bullets, not 8. 4 bullets per victim. That means that he fired the gun empty,
Reloaded it.
stopped to reload so that he could shoot each of them again.
By the power vested in me by the state of Maine, I hereby order you to serve 2 life sentences back to back. So be it.
I don't know much about guns. Is there a .38 caliber pistol? And then a revolver? Is pistol even different from a revolver? Like the gun with the magazine.
We see by your file you've served 20 years of a life sentence.
Yes, sir.
You feel you've been rehabilitated?
I can honestly say that I'm a changed man.
Did he do? Oh. Well, I guess that didn't mean what I thought it meant. Oh, but it did.
Hey, Red. How'd it go?
Same old shit, different day. I'm the guy who can get it for you. Cigarettes, a bag of reefer, if that's your thing. Damn near anything within reason. So when Andy Dufresne came to me in 1949 and asked me to smuggle Rita Heywood into the prison for him, I told him, no problem.
This is a nice looking prison. How did they take the shot? It's too up close to be on it.
Andy came
Copter.
for murdering his wife and the fella she was banging.
A new classmate. Oh, you have Tommy guns. Those are Tommy guns, aren't they?
Hey, bitch! Come over here!
Taking bets today, Red?
All right, who's your horse?
That little sack of shit.
I'll take
Good chubby fat ass there.
I must admit I didn't think much of Andy first time I laid eyes on him. Looked like a stiff breeze would blow him over.
What do you say, Red?
Prisoners, return to your cell phones.
I thought I heard return your cell phones. It said cell blocks.
It's Mr. Hadley. He's captain of the guards. Mr. Norton, the warden.
Handler Norton.
Rule number 1. I'll not have the Lord's name taken in vain in my prison. The other rules, you'll figure out as you go along. Any questions?
When do we eat?
You eat when we say you eat. You shit when we say you shit, and you piss when we say you piss. On your feet.
This guy was in Dead Silence.
Welcome to Shawshank.
But older. Right? That's the same actor?
Turn around. That's enough.
Waste of water.
Turn around.
Huh? Is that a way to
burning
mark?
and half blind from that delousing shit.
Oh, delousing.
Most new fish come close to madness the first night. Somebody always breaks down crying. It's as good a thing to bet on as any, I guess. I had my money on Andy Dufresne.
I'm just waiting. Who's gonna break down first for their bet?
The boys always go fishing with first-timers.
Hey, fat ass.
It's a real thing.
You there? I can hear you breathing. I'll introduce you around. I know a couple of big old bull queers that just love to make your acquaintance.
God, I don't belong here. We have a winner.
Fat ass by a nose.
I want to go home.
What the crisis is happy horse shit?
I ain't supposed to be here.
Well, shut the fuck up or I'll sing you a lullaby.
Please,
Man, shut
please. Be here.
Open that cell.
Oh no. Where was the other guy concerned? Enough!
Call the trustees, take that tub of shit down to the infirmary.
He's acting like this is something new. Clearly, the inmates have been betting for a while now, every time new fish come in.
His first night in the joint, Andy Dufresne cost me 2 packs of cigarettes. He never made a sound.
Clear, no one more. Tier 1 south, clear.
Tier 4 south.
He kind of looks like Matt Damon and Robin Williams from the side. A mix of them, I mean. Is he looking at his butt? Ay, ay, ay.
Are you going to eat that?
Hadn't planned on it.
Do you mind?
Just that? I thought you meant the entire plate.
That's nice and ripe.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Jake says thank you.
What are the chances?
I'm going to look after him until he's big enough to fly.
That did not look like a maggot. It looked like... Well, I guess it did look like a maggot.
Hey, look at that. Look at that. Stand this guy. Oh, Lord. Yes.
Chesterfields.
It's a terrible shame about your horse coming in last and all. I believe I owe that boy a great big sloppy kiss when I see him. How's that horse of mine doing anyway? Do you?
What was his name?
Doesn't fucking matter what his name was. He's dead.
Of course it matters. You know, he was looking...
Anybody come at you yet? Anybody get to you yet? Hey, we all need friends in here. I could be a friend to you.
No, but you were looking at him weird before. He was looking down on his nether region area.
I like that.
Oh shit. Bet you he's a rapist.
Andy kept pretty much to himself at first. It wasn't until a month went by that he finally opened his mouth to say more than 2 words to somebody.
I'm Andy Dufresne.
Wife-killing banker. Why'd you do it?
I didn't, since you asked.
Everybody in here is innocent. Heywood, what you in here for?
Didn't do it. Lawyer fucked me.
I understand you're a man that knows how to get things. I wonder if you might get me a rock hammer.
What?
A rock hammer.
Well, if it was a toothbrush, I wouldn't ask questions. I just quote a price. But then a toothbrush is a non-lethal object, isn't it?
Unless you make a shiv.
For rocks.
Rocks.
Oh, the tunnel.
Quartz.
Is he gonna dig a tunnel? I wish I did not know that.
Or maybe you'd like to sink your toe into somebody's skull.
I have no enemies here.
Not yet.
Wait a while. The sisters have taken quite a liking to you. Especially Boggs.
Don't suppose it would help any if I explained to them I'm not homosexual.
Neither are they. If I were you, I'd grow eyes in the back of my head.
Well, if there's any trouble, I won't use the rock hammer.
Then I'd guess you want to escape. Tunnel under the wall, maybe.
You'll understand when you see the rock hammer.
Who smuggles this stuff for him?
I understand.
I wish I knew the year that this was set in. Because how much is $10?
He had a quiet way about him.
He looks so familiar, but also not.
Yeah, I liked Andy from the start.
Red.
Okay, so that's how it works.
I finally got the joke. It would take a man about 600 years to tunnel under the wall with one of these.
What's he planning to do with that, then? Make a sculpture?
Look.
But who smuggles him the cigarettes? The same guy? Why wouldn't just the guy take all this smuggled material? I'm really not familiar with Tim Robbins. Why don't I see him? I don't think I've seen him in anything. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh no.
Get this in your eyes, it blinds you.
Honey.
Fucking! Put up more fight!
Fight! Better that way.
Someone better follow him in.
I wish I could tell you that Andy fought the good fight, and the sisters let him be. But prison is no fairy tale world. He never said who did it, but we all knew. Every so often, Andy would show up with fresh bruises. The sisters kept at him.
What the fuck?
I do believe those first 2 years were the worst for him.
2 years?
The roof of the license plate factory needs resurfacing.
Wouldn't you know it? Me and some fellows I know were among the names called.
Fucking incredible how lucky some assholes get.
Jeez Louise, you gonna see any of that?
35,000. That's what he left me.
Andy, you nuts? Keep your eyes on your mark, man. Andy.
Uncle Sam. He puts his hand in your shirt and squeezes your tit till it's purple. The man never gets it.
What the fuck? Oh no, he gonna share his expertise or something? Why would he walk up to them like that?
Mr. Hadley.
You don't push him off the roof.
There's no reason you can't keep that 35,000!
All of it.
All of it?
A one-time only gift to your spouse for up to $60,000.
Bullshit. Tax-free?
Tax-free. IRS can't touch 1 cent.
Why should I believe a smart banker like you?
Why is he helping this asshole?
You get the forms, I'll prepare them for you. I'd only ask 3 beers apiece for each of my co-workers. I think a man working outdoors feels more like a man if you can have a bottle of suds.
What are you Jimmy staring at? Back to work!
Let's go, work!
And that's how it came to pass. Wound up sitting in a row at 10 o'clock in the morning, drinking icy cold Bohemia-style beer.
Drink up while it's cold, ladies.
We sat and drank with the sun on our shoulders and felt like free men. As for Andy, he spent that break hunkered in the shade, a strange little smile on his face.
Hey, want a cold one, Andy?
No thanks. Gave up drinking.
Are these people? Am I supposed?
I think he did it just to feel normal again, if only for a short while.
Am I supposed to root for these convicts? Maybe some of them are innocent.
I've been thinking of getting a board together. I want to carve the pieces myself.
Oh.
I think it'll take years.
Oh, that's why he picked up the pebble at the beginning when he first met him. Red.
What are you in for?
You.
Murder. Same as you. Only guilty man in Shawshank.
This guy, Andy, looks like Cheaver from The Lucky Ones. He talks like him too. He curls his mouth. Oh, so he's just carving name. But wouldn't the guards see those carvings and ask what he's been using?
Quite a surprise to hear a woman singing in my house, eh, Johnny?
They even have movie nights.
He does that shit with her hair.
Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen it 3 times this month.
Me?
God, I love it. What do you want?
Rita Heywood.
Take a few weeks.
Weeks?
Well, yeah, Andy. I don't have her stuff down in front of my pants right now. Relax.
Oh my god. Why don't they just... Oh.
I said fuck off!
Why don't they just do one another?
Let's get this over with.
My husband tells me you're a great police.
Broke my fucking nose!
You wanna swallow what I give you to swallow.
Anything you put in my mouth, you're gonna lose.
You do that, and I'll put all 8 inches of the steel in your ear.
You should know that sudden serious brain injury causes the victim to bite down hard. They have to pry the victim's jaws open with a crowbar.
Yeesh.
Boggs didn't put anything in Andy's mouth. What they did do is beat him within an inch of his life. Andy spent a month in the infirmary. Boggs spent a week in the hole.
Just a week.
It's your world, boss.
Just use your freaking hand. If you want it to feel like a stranger, use your non-dominant hand. Oh, okay. Good.
No! 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 Help! Me!
2 things never happened again after that. The sisters never laid a finger on Andy again. And Boggs never walked again.
Good.
They transferred him to a minimum security hospital upstate.
Also,
Lived out the rest of his days drinking his food through a straw.
good. So Halder likes Andy now?
Let's get him some rocks.
Rocks. What is he doing with the rocks? Freaking heartburn.
I got one.
Why are you being so obvious?
That ain't alabaster either.
Well, what the hell is it then?
Horse shit. Petrified.
Okay, so he breaks it, he realizes it's horse shit, and then he breaks it even more.
We had enough rock saved up to
Crumbles
keep
it.
him busy till rapture. Also got a big shipment in that week. And of course, the most important item.
Oh, a poster.
Rita Hayworth herself.
Wouldn't the guards question where all this came from? I guess they're just turning a blind eye. No charge. He's making real good friends in here.
Heads up. Tossing the cells.
Place you at?
Where did he hide his? There's no need to be this messy. Just to check.
Turn around and face the ward.
Pleased to see you reading this.
It's in there.
Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh.
Mark 13:35.
Want to explain this?
For shaping and polishing rocks.
Oh, so he was making figurines.
Some contraband here, but nothing to get in a twist over.
Can't say I approve of this, but I suppose exceptions can be made.
What about behind the poster?
I almost forgot. I'd hate to deprive you of this.
I bet you it's in there. The tool.
Tossing sales was just an excuse. Truth is, Norton wanted to size Andy up.
Oh?
You enjoy working in the laundry? Well, perhaps we can find something more befitting a man of your education.
Hmm? Oh, the crowd's bigger.
Andy.
Been reassigned to you.
I know, they told me.
Reassign.
She is. Shawshank Prison Library. Every evening I load up the cart and make my round.
Ah.
Brooks, how long have you been librarian?
Oh, I come here in '05 and they made me librarian in 1912.
And in all that time, have you ever had an assistant?
No.
Dufresne! That's him. That's the one.
The one what? Good with the numbers?
Thinking about maybe setting up some kind of trust fund for my kids' educations.
Oh. He's made a reputation for himself.
Thanks.
Are we not gonna go back to his supposed crime?
And then Andy says, Mr. Deacon, you want your sons to go to Harvard or Yale? My ass. Shook his hand. I near soiled myself.
Is that Cheaver from the Lucky Ones?
Got you out of the laundry, though, didn't it?
I might do more than that. How about expanding the library, get some new books in there?
I'm gonna have to look this up after the movie. He's got the same smile. I really like that movie. It's a...
Ask the warden for funds.
Budget stretched thin as it is.
Perhaps I could write the state senate and request funds directly from them. I'll write a letter a week. They can't ignore me forever.
Sure can. But you write your letters if it makes you happy.
So Andy started writing a letter a week. And, just like Norton said, Andy got no answers. The following April, Andy did tax returns for half the guards at Shawshank. Year after that, he did them all, including the wardens. Year after that, they rescheduled the start of the intramural season to coincide with tax season. Yes, sir, Andy was a regular cottage industry. In fact, it got so busy at tax time, he was allowed a staff.
Red, Andy, it's Brooks.
Just drop that. What's the door? Brooks, just calm the fuck down.
What the fuck?
I'm gonna cut his fucking throat. I got no choice.
Brooks, you're not gonna hurt Heywood.
It's the only way they let me stay.
Come on, this is crazy.
Stay?
We'll be all right.
Him? Hell, what about me?
Shit, Heywood, you've had worse from shaving. What the hell did you do to set him off anyway?
Come in here to say fare thee well.
Oh, he wants to stay in?
I just don't understand what happened in there.
It's just institutionalized.
Institutionalized my ass.
The man's been in here 50 years, Heywood. This is all he knows. He's an
So this is
educated man.
1945? 1955.
I'm telling you, these walls are funny. First you hate them.
And then you get really comfortable. I'm out of antacid.
They send you here for life. That's exactly what they take.
I can't take care of you no more, Jake. You're free.
How can you bring him? Does he still have a life to go back to? I hope he's not gonna end up super lonely. That's probably why he wanted to stay in.
Dear fellas, I can't believe how fast things move on the outside. I saw an automobile once when I was a kid, but now they're everywhere. The world went and got itself in a big damn hurry. The parole board got me into this halfway house and a job, bagging groceries at the foodway.
Make sure your man double bags. Last time he didn't double bag and the bottom near came out.
Make sure you double bag, like the lady says. Understand?
Yes, sir.
I never understood that. Why just not make them thicker in the first place.
Sometimes I go to the park, feed the birds. Jake might just show up and say hello. But he never does.
Why couldn't he just bring him? I'm sure the guards would have said something, but they could make an exception.
Like I'm falling.
See, he's alone. He's lonely out here.
Maybe I should get me a gun and rob the foodway so they'd send me home.
Wow. Send me home.
Guess I'm too old. I don't like it here. I've decided not to stay. I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me.
What the fuck are you? It's a misdirect. Okay. What the fuck?
I doubt they'll kick up any fuss. Not for an old crook like me. P.S. Tell Heywood I'm sorry I put a knife to his throat. No hard feelings, Brooks.
He got out just to kill himself because he felt lonely.
He should have died in here.
That's why he was desperate to stay in.
Goddamn mess, I'll tell you that.
What's all this?
You tell me, fuckstick, they're all addressed to you.
Dear Mr. Dufresne, in response to your repeated inquiries, the state has allocated the enclosed funds for your library project. This is $200. In addition, the library district has generously responded with a charitable donation of used books and sundries. Please stop sending us letters.
How much is $200
Good for you, Andy.
in today's money from 1955?
From now on, I'll write 2 letters a week instead of 1.
I'm gonna go pinch a loaf. When I come back, this is all gone, all right?
So books? Oh, vinyls. Oh, pinch a loaf is pooping? I never knew.
Andy, do you hear that?
What the fuck are you doing? Oh, he's gonna make the inmates listen to this?
Andy, let me out.
I have no idea to this day what those 2 Italian ladies were singing about. Some things are best left unsaid. And for the briefest of moments, every last man at Shawshank felt free.
Open the door.
Must be a nice change for them. It's just music, calm down.
Turn that off! Turn that off!
Oh no!
Rain!
Oh no!
You're mine now.
Oh no! Oh shit! No, but you like him.
Got 2 weeks in the hole for that little stunt.
On your feet.
Hey, look who's here.
Maestro.
Hey, couldn't play something good, huh? Hank Williams or something?
They broke the door down before I could take requests.
Was it worth it?
Easiest time I ever did. Haven't you ever felt that way about music?
I played a mean harmonica as a younger man. Lost interest in it, though. Didn't make much sense in here.
Here's where it makes the most sense. You need it so you don't forget.
What are you talking about?
Hope.
Hope is a dangerous thing. It's got no use on the inside. You better get used to that idea.
Like Brooks did.
Says here that you served 30 years of life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Oh, yes, sir. And I can honestly say I'm a changed man. No danger to society here. Absolutely rehabilitated.
Is he just doing this
30 years.
for the sake of doing it? He's been saying the same exact thing as...
Here.
I would guess he's been saying the exact same thing every time. Oh, a harmonica.
It's very pretty, Andy. Thank you.
You gonna play it?
Not right now.
The cards were confiscated. Another poster. Oh, he's been here 10 years. Is that gray hair? Is he already getting gray hair? Well, I guess when you're in prison, you get gray hairs sooner due to stress.
And it was as good as his word. He wrote 2 letters a week instead of 1. In 1959, the state senate finally clued into the fact they couldn't buy him off with just a $200 check. Appropriations Committee voted an annual payment of $500. And you'd be amazed how far Andy could stretch it. He made deals with book clubs, charity groups. He bought remainder books by the pound.
Count of Monte Cristo.
That's Cristo, you dumb shit.
By Alexandre Dumas. Dumbass.
Dumas.
Oh.
You like it. It's about a prison break.
We ought to file that on the educational, too.
By the year Kennedy was shot, Andy had transformed the storage room into the best prison library in New England.
Wow.
Complete with a fine selection of Hank Williams.
Wow.
That was also the year Warden Norton instituted his famous Inside Out program. And oh my Lord, how the money rolled in.
We're providing a valuable community service here.
I need this new highway contract. I don't get it, and I go under. And I just have some of this fine pie my missus made specially for you.
Ned, I wouldn't worry too much about this contract.
And behind every shady deal, behind every dollar earned, there was Andy, keeping the books.
2 deposits.
Oh, that's the safe. Like I was saying with the poster, maybe there's a hole behind the poster. But we never saw what was inside the Bible, so I'm almost sure this is Cheaver from The Lucky Ones. I don't know the actor's name because that was the only movie that I'd seen him in. Rachel McAdams was in that movie.
There's a river of dirty money running through this place.
You ever catch on, though? He's gonna wind up in here wearing a number himself. All that paper leaves a trail.
Randall Stevens.
Who?
The silent partner.
But who is he?
He's a phantom, an apparition. Second cousin to Harvey the Rabbit. He doesn't exist, except on paper.
I'll be damned. Did I say you were good? That you were a Rembrandt?
The funny thing is, on the outside, I was an honest man, straight as an arrow. I had to come to prison to be a crook.
Ah!
I love when Morgan Freeman cackles. New set of new fish.
Tommy Williams came to Shawshank in 1965 on a 2-year stretch for B&E.
Tommy Williams?
Mr. Rock and Roll. Cocky as hell.
He looks it.
We liked him immediately.
I got the TV like this. It's a big old thing. I couldn't see shit. The voice says, "You hear what I said, boy? But if I drop this fucking thing, you got me on destruction of property, too." I've been in and out since I was 13. You name the place, chances are I've been there.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession. You don't seem to be a very good thief.
Yeah, well, what are you in for?
Me?
Murder.
Lawyer, fuck me.
You copied what he said.
Everybody's innocent in here. Don't you know that?
Wow.
As it turned out, Tommy had himself a young wife and a new baby girl. Maybe it was the thought of them on the streets or his child growing up not knowing her daddy. Whatever it was, something lit a fire under that boy's ass.
Just thinking maybe trying for my high school equivalency here. You helped a couple fellows with that.
100%. Nothing half-assed.
Don't read so good.
Well.
So well.
We'll get to that.
I'm sure that this is Cheaver now because of the white here.
Started walking him through his ABCs. Tommy took to it pretty well, too. Boy found brains he never knew he had. Andy started him on his course requirements. He really liked the kid. Prison time is slow time. Andy built a library. Now he needed a new project. Tommy was it.
Wow. He made all that? Why was he holding the pencil?
Time. Well?
Let's see.
Wasted a whole fucking year of my time with this bullshit.
Let's see how the score comes out.
2 points right there. There's your goddamn score. Fuck this place. Fuck it.
Fish it out. Let's see.
Feel bad. Let him down.
Oh, that's crap, kid.
You probably did.
Smart fella, ain't he?
Must be a banker on the outside.
What's he in here for anyway?
Murder.
The hell you say?
Caught his wife
But
in
did
bed
he
with
really
some
do
golf
it?
girl.
Are we gonna go back to
Used them
that?
both.
Well, look at those Coke bottles. They don't make those anymore.
What?
4 years ago, get a new cellmate in. Elmo Blatch. 6 to 12, armed burglary. So he says.
I got me this job one time, bussing tables at a country club. So I pick out this guy and do his place. He wakes up, so I killed him. Him and this tasty bitch he was with.
It was him who did it?
She's fucking this prick, see, this golf pro, but she's married to some other guy. Some hotshot banker. And he's the one they pinned it on.
I have to say, that's the most amazing story I ever heard.
He doesn't believe it.
It's obvious this fellow Williams is impressed with you, but naturally wants to cheer you up.
But you need to investigate it at least.
Say for the moment this Blatch does exist. You think he just, yes, I did it, I confess.
You know that wouldn't matter. With Tommy's testimony, I can get a new trial. There's a chance, isn't it? How can you be so obtuse?
What did you call me?
Obtuse? Is it deliberate?
Frain, if you want to indulge this fantasy, that's your business. This meeting is over.
Sir, if I were to ever get out, I would never mention what goes on in here.
Don't you ever mention money to me again, you sorry son of a bitch. Get in here now. Solitary, a month.
What's the matter with you? It's my life, don't you understand? My life!
Get him out!
Wow, he's a piece of shit.
It's all my fault.
You didn't pull the trigger, and you certainly didn't convict him.
You're saying that Andy is innocent.
Well, it looks that way.
How long's he been here now?
1947? What is that? 19 years?
It's only 1947.
You're gonna open it? You're gonna stand there with your thumb up your butt?
I thought Brooks got in 1905. He'd been inside for 50 years.
Come on, will you throw that away, please?
Well, shit.
What?
The kid passed. C+ average.
Oh.
Warden wants to talk.
His jeans are like a parachute.
Out here?
That's what the man said.
Warden?
Tommy? We got a situation here. I tell you, son, this thing really came along and knocked my wind out. It's got me up nights. That's the truth. I need your help, son. If I'm gonna move on this, there can't be the least little shred of doubt. Would you be willing to swear before a judge and jury, having placed your hand on the good book?
Just give me that chance.
That's what I thought.
I had an inkling too. What a fucking piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
I'm sure by now you've heard. Man that young, less than a year to go, trying to escape. Broke Captain Hadley's heart to shoot him.
That's why I talked to him outside.
Move on.
What a piece of disgusting shit.
Everything stops.
Nothing stops.
I hope something terrible happens to this person.
Catch my drift?
Shut the fuck up.
Or am I being obtuse?
Or am I being obtuse?
Give him another month to think about it.
What the fuck? I thought you were good, man. What the fuck? So disgusting. You know, the warden said nothing stops. I hope Andy keeps doing it and then plants evidence against the warden.
My wife used to say I'm a hard man to know, like a closed book. God, I loved her. I just didn't know how to show it, that's all. I killed her, Red. I didn't pull the trigger. I drove her away.
But were you actively doing something wrong to drive her away? Or were you just busy with your job?
Maybe.
Yeah, bad husband.
You didn't pull the trigger.
Somebody else did. And I wound up in here. You think you'll ever get out of here?
One day, when I got a long white beard and 2 or 3 marbles rolling around upstairs, they let me out.
I'll tell you where I'd go. To Hatlen. It's in Mexico. That's where I want to live the rest of my life.
Go even further than just
Open
Mexico.
up a little hotel, buy some worthless old boat, and fix it up new.
Say what, Taneo? I don't think I could make it on the outside, Andy. I'm an institutional man now. It's like Brooks was.
Yeah.
Whatever mistakes I made, I paid for them and then some. That hotel, that boat, I don't think that's too much to ask.
I hope he makes it happen.
This is just shitty pipe dreams.
Yeah, right. That's the way it is. I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really. Get busy living, or get busy dying.
Andy.
Fred, if you ever get out of here, do me a favor.
Sure, Andy. Anything.
There's a big hayfield up near Buxton. It's got a long rock wall, a big oak tree at the north end. It's where I asked my wife to marry me. Made love under that oak and promise me, Red, find that spot. At the base of that wall, you'll find a rock that has no earthly business in a Maine hayfield. A piece of black, volcanic glass. There's something buried under it I want you to have.
What, Andy?
You'll have to pry it up.
No, I'm telling you, the guy's talking funny.
Why?
You gotta keep an eye on him. That's fine during the day, but at night he's got that cell all to himself.
Oh, Lord. Andy come down to the loading dock today. He asked me for a length of rope.
Jesus, Heywood.
How was I supposed to know?
Brooks Hatlen. And he'd never do that.
I don't know. Every man has his breaking point.
Lickety split.
Just about finished, sir.
My stuff down the laundry. And shine my shoes.
Have you got no hands?
It's good having you back, Andy. Place wasn't the same without you.
I seriously hope Andy planted clues to get that asshole in trouble. You better not. No. This is no good for my heartburn.
I've had some long nights in stir. Alone in the dark with nothing but your thoughts, time can draw out like a blade. That was the longest night of my life.
Man missing on Tier 2, cell 245. Dufresne! Get your ass out here, boy. You're holding up the show. Don't make me come down there. I'll thump your skull for you.
It's a misdirect.
You better be sick or dead in there. I shit you not. You hear me?
Is that in there?
Oh, my holy God.
What? Ah! He switched the shoes.
I want every man on this cell block questioned. Start with that friend of his.
Who?
Him.
What the fuck did I do?
What do you mean he just wasn't here? Don't say that to me again.
But, sir, he wasn't.
I can see that, hey? Think I'm blind?
It's the poster.
I want him found. Not tomorrow, not after breakfast. Now!
What did he do with the rope?
Well,
what?
What?
He must have said something.
Not a word.
Lord, it's a miracle! Nothing left but some damn rocks on the windowsill and that cupcake on the wall. Maybe she knows. What say you there, Fuzzy Britches? This is a conspiracy. One big damn conspiracy! And everyone's in on it! Including her.
It's hollow. How the fuck did he do this? How?
In 1966, Andy Dufresne escaped from Shawshank Prison. All they found of him was a muddy set of prison clothes, a bar of soap, and an old rock hammer.
So that's all.
Remember thinking it would take a man 600 years. Old Andy did it in less than 20.
Oh, that's when he discovered it, so he wasn't planning it? I mean, he never planned it in the first place?
Like I said, in prison, a man will do most anything to keep his mind occupied. Turns out, Andy's favorite hobby was toting his wall out into the exercise yard. A handful at a time.
Oh!
Lickety split. Want to get home.
Andy did like he was told. Buffed those shoes to a high mirror shine. The guard simply didn't notice. I mean, seriously, how often do you really look at a man's shoes?
I think I would notice. Especially if they're that shiny. It's really claustrophobic. Because it's soft rock. I just remembered something, and I'm gonna talk about it after the movie. So that's what he used the rope for. Oh. He's timing it with a thunder. Ay! Is that just mud? I hope.
Andy crawled to freedom through 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness I can't even imagine. Or maybe I just don't want to. 500 yards.
Oh, so this was the scene that was reenacted by a character in a sitcom.
The next morning, right about the time Raquel was spilling her little secret, a man nobody ever laid eyes on before strolled into the Maine National Bank. He didn't exist, except on paper.
Oh!
He had all the proper ID, and the signature was a spot-on match.
I must say, I'm sorry to be losing your business. I hope you'll enjoy living abroad.
Thank you.
Will there be anything else?
Could you add this to your outgoing mail?
Mr. Stevens visited nearly a dozen banks in the Portland area that morning. All told, he blew town with better than $370,000 of Warden Norton's money. Severance pay for 19 years.
Yikes. Why did they announce themselves, though? It's gonna give him time to buy it. Salvation lay within. I freaking knew it! That's where he hit it.
Norton Hadley?
And anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law.
I hear Byron Hadley started sobbing like a little girl when they took him away. Norton had no intention of going that quietly.
You better not kill yourself, because that's the easy way out. He deserves punishment.
Open up.
He deserves to suffer.
Norton! Open the door. I'm not sure which key it is.
Break it! Break it down!
I like to think the last thing that went through his head
was a bullet.
Was to wonder how the hell Andy Dufresne ever got the best of him.
I hope so too.
I got a postcard in the mail. It was blank, but the postmark said Fort Hancock, Texas. That's where Andy crossed. When I picture him heading south in his own car with the top down, it always makes me laugh. Andy Dufresne, who crawled through a river of shit and came out clean on the other side. Andy Dufresne, headed for the Pacific.
Hadley's got him by the throat, right?
Look at them, genuinely happy for him.
Sometimes it makes me sad, though, Andy being gone. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. Their feathers are just too bright. I guess I just miss my friend.
Oh, he's gonna get out now, finally.
Your files say you've served 40 years of a life sentence. You feel you've been rehabilitated?
Rehabilitated? You know, I don't have any idea what that means.
Well, it means you're ready to rejoin society.
I know what you think it means, Sonny. To me, it's just a made-up word.
He's saying something different this time. I thought he was just gonna say no.
There's not a day goes by I don't feel regret. Not because I'm in here, because you think I should. I look back on the way I was then. I want to try to talk some sense to him. Because to tell you the truth, I don't give a shit.
Is he gonna go find the rock? He does give a shit. He's smiling. He's smiling. Of course he gives a shit. But I guess he was probably starting to lose hope that he was ever gonna get out. Is he gonna go find the rock? Same setup as Brooks.
Restroom break,
I hope he doesn't do the same thing.
You don't need to ask me every time you need to go take a piss. Just go, understand?
40 years I've been asking permission to piss. I can't squeeze a drop without say-so. There's a harsh truth to face. No way I'm gonna make it on the outside. All I do anymore is think of ways to break my parole. So maybe they'd send me back.
Oh, a compass?
Only one thing stops me. A promise I made to Andy.
Yeah. What's buried under there? Oh, maybe Andy left him some money. Like he basically gave him directions to something that he hadn't done yet, but was planning to do. So that once Red gets out, he can go find it. Did he not at least bring water? It's gonna dehydrate. Andy and his wife made love under that tree? So open. Or I guess his then girlfriend. The Black Rock. There are no prison guards here, just open it. Was I right?
Dear Red, if you're reading this, you've gotten out. You remember the name of the town, don't you?
Say what to nail.
I could use a good man to help me get my project on wheels. Remember, Red, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies.
I'll be hoping that this letter finds you, and finds you well. Your friend, Andy.
And he needed that too, because
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right. For the second time in my life, I'm guilty of committing a crime, a role violation. Of course, I doubt they'll toss up any roadblocks for that. Not for an old crook like me. Fort Hancock, Texas, please. I find I'm so excited I can barely sit still or hold a thought in my head. I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake his hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it has been in my dreams. I hope.
It's Alan Green. Wow, what a nice movie. Okay, so that was the Shawshank Redemption. I think this is the first. Well, I guess Hacksaw Ridge made me tear up in a happy way, and I think this would be the second movie that made me cry happy tears. I don't know what I expected from this movie. All I knew was the title, and also the scene that was reenacted by a sitcom character, and it wasn't even a very popular sitcom. It was Cougar Town, but I liked it, at least the first couple of seasons. Also, the thing that I said during the movie that I remembered is the poster scene. I think was in a Family Guy episode, or one of those shows, American Dad. I don't know, I don't remember. I don't watch those cartoons often, but I've seen episodes of them, and sometimes the specials. And I like, during that scene, I all of a sudden remembered a poster, and then there's a hole behind the poster. Initially, I thought, earlier in the movie, I thought, when I said, what about behind the poster? I thought that there was just gonna be like a crevice in there, like something that a place that you would hide stuff in. I had no idea that it was going to be a big hole, because just how, I know he did it in under 20 years, but how? And no one's ever discovered it. But what about the air that would come in? Like a gust of wind, and why wouldn't the poster like blow inwards the room? Unless he had like something to fix the poster on all corners. It doesn't matter. This was a really good movie. I was invested all the way through, and I'm really happy to have seen this now. And also, I want to confirm who Tim Robbins is. Cheaver in The Lucky Ones with Rachel McAdams and Michael Pena. He was Cheaver in The Lucky Ones. I knew that was Cheaver because he had this smile. I really like that movie. It's a slice of life movie. It's got a 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, The Lucky Ones, 54% audience score. But I really like it. It's sometimes I'm in a mood for just slice of life movies, where you don't really have to invest a lot. You kind of just sit back and relax and watch things unfold. And that's what The Lucky Ones movie is. So I've seen that movie multiple times, and I remembered Cheever's laugh or smile in that. He has this way of talking as well, where he curls the corners of his mouth. I don't know, I just find it so distinct, and that's how I recognize him too. Initially, I didn't even recognize him. I thought he looked like a mix of Matt Damon and Robin Williams. But yeah, as for Shawshank Redemption, I really like how things ended with Andy planting something for his friend Red, because it was obvious that if it were not for that, I think Red would have offed himself as well, the same way as Brooks did. Because it's a lonely life. It's a lonely life after spending so many years inside, and then you get out and you have nothing to come back to. Even if you're now rehabilitated, you know, there's just nothing for you out there anymore. And it's good Andy was there, and that he gave Red a reason to continue living and to keep his hope. And I'm kind of a bit miffed about the quick death of the warden by his own hand, because like I said, you know, if you take yourself out, that's the easy way out. I wanted him punished, I wanted him to suffer, but I guess he was a coward. He couldn't even stand up to his own crimes. But all the same, good riddance to him and to Halden. I thought Halden was like softening up a bit to our crew, but apparently not. But yeah, that was Shawshank Redemption. I really liked it. If you enjoyed this reaction, please like, comment, and subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notifications on new uploads. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. This has been Lipract. See you next video.